What am I to you? A nobody who helps you all time whenever you are stuck in a bad situation? Tell me, Nidhi, asked Vyshnavi on the phone while walking on the footpath, her voice trembling with anger and frustration evident in her tone. On the other side of the phone call, Nidhi desperately said, "You misunderstood me, Vyshnavi. Come back to the office. We can sit and discuss. Please trust me. This is all I am asking you." As she walked nervously back and forth in the office room, holding back her tears. "I can't. Whenever I decided to trust you, all you did was to break it. Now I don't even care about anybody. Where did I go wrong? I trusted you all against my own beliefs. But you guys just proved me right, that I should not trust anybody, except myself." Vyshnavi paused for a moment to control her emotions, then she coldly added, "So don't try to contact me again. If you try, I will go to police against you and those who are with you." Before Nidhi could say anything, Vyshnavi ended the call and walked slowly, holding the phone tightly in her hand. Her frustration and anger from the betrayal hurt her so deeply that she didn't even realize when she entered a park. She tried to calm herself, but it was difficult to hold back her emotions. She looked around for a bench and walked towards it. After sitting there, she could no longer hold it. She covered her face with her hands and broke down in tears. In the office, Nidhi sat in her chair with tears in her eyes as she placed her phone on the table. She wiped her tears, looked at Vishnu coldly, and shouted, "Why do I understand everything only at the last moment? Vishnu, why did you went to meet Mahesh? He is a con man and the untrustworthy person in the whole world. So, why? Answer me before I do something I will regret." Her eyes burned with anger as she looked at Vishnu, who stood opposite her. His hands were shaking with tension and anxiety, unsure about what to say. Vishnu was terrified when he looked into Nidhi's eyes, so he looked down and replied, "Because Mahesh said he would return our project files, the ones he had stolen from us." He paused and nervously looked at Nidhi, hoping for a response. When she didn't say anything, he looked down and spoke in a sad tone, "I just couldn't see you and Vyshnavi sad. You both have worked so hard on this project. I just wanted to help and make you happy." Tears filled his eyes as he looked at Nidhi again and said softly, "I am sorry. Because of my mistake, you lost a good friend." Nidhi's anger faded away as she looked at Vishnu's tearful face. She walked towards him and gently placed her hand on his shoulder. "It's okay," she said quietly. "Everyone makes mistakes. Let's focus on what to do next." As they were thinking, Nidhi got a call. In the park, Vyshnavi wiped her tears and took a deep breath as she closed her eyes. At that moment, someone said, "Are you new to this park? I have not seen you in this park before." Vyshnavi opened her eyes and looked towards the voice. A middle-aged man stood in front of her, calmly and with a smile. "Sorry, what does that mean?" she asked confusedly. The man sat down on the bench and looked up at the sky before softly responding, "Not many people come to this park at this time. So it was surprising to see someone here. So, what made you come here and cry like that?" Although Vyshnavi was surprised, she responded with a question instead of an answer. "Do I know you?" She paused, her gaze filled with suspicion. "Why should I tell you anything? You are a complete stranger. I don't need your sympathy, so please just leave me alone." The man wasn't offended at all. He simply laughed at her expression, confusing Vyshnavi even more. After a short laugh, he smiled softly and said, "I am not interested in your life, and I don't have any sympathy for someone weak like you who only knows to cry." She stared at him in confusion, and her anger boiled at his words. Before she could say anything, he smiled mischievously and said, "Honestly, I am just bored. So, I thought maybe for time pass, why don't you tell me your story? It might help you a little and cure my boredom too. What do you say, my cute stranger?"